Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on, get in here. Get in here this morning. I have something amazing to share with you. I'm outside right now, so if you hear some noise, let me know. I'm still waking up as usual, ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. So I want to talk with all of you. I put up a post, a little short video about focused, being fierce, finishing strong, how to navigate through trials and tribulations, and how to move forward despite obstacles in life. And I want to put together two major points. And I was talking with a friend about this yesterday. Good morning, whoever's joining on. Let me know if you can hear me. Drop a hey, a good morning in the comments, or maybe you're not a morning person like me. You just want to sit by and sit back and drink your coffee. Anyhow, so talking with a friend yesterday, I came up with this conclusion that's rooted in fact. I entitled this video Pushing Through Obstacles with the Truth. And what I've determined, there's two type of people in this world. There's the insane and there's the sane. And the insane, the definition of insanity, as we all know, is doing the same thing over and over again, repeatedly, hoping for a different result. So you have your haters, your backstabbers, your backbiters, your liars, your slanderers, your cheats. These are the people that compromise their moral integrity or lack thereof, not having morals in decay, a very perverse view of the world system, a perverse view of themselves, what it means to get ahead. Again, they will lie, they will cheat, they will steal, they will fudge records, falsify reports, they will lie against you, they will say slanderous things against you, they will do numerous things just to try to drag another down in the name of success, recognition, protecting their identity. Good morning, Emma. Okay, so as they do all these horrible, crazy, dysfunctional things in order to protect their identity, what they are in essence doing, based upon the fact that they are doing it from a perverse view, perverse lens, if you will, they're actually destroying their identity. So it reminds me of a quote, and this quote said that liars always get their turn first. Let them. Because the people that stand for the truth, the sane people, will have their victory and their win in the end. Another thing that the insane like to do is they like to run around calling people fake. They use threats. They use, bribes. They like to, get people in their corner and their side. This now I'm pointing to the example of those that are insane. You have any of those individuals in your life, that means you stand for something. That means you are a true person. You stand for truth. They stand for falsehood. And you are in the category, like I said, there's two types of people in this world, the insane, and those are the ones that do the same thing over and over and over again, hoping for a different result. And then there are the sane, those that are aware, that speak their truth, that have moral standing, that have boundaries, that have standards, that have a vision, an idea, a plan, a desire to do and be something, that are positive. They are your servers in this world. They are your empathetic people, the compassionate people, the ones who make change, make history. And as you propel, if you're the same, in the same group, as you propel forward, you're going to piss off the insane. Okay, and how that works is when you are walking in your vision, you're walking on your path. You know what it is that you want to do in life, what you want to be, so on and so forth. You're going to piss a lot of insane people off. And the reason why is because you're doing what they cannot do, what they fail to do. They hate it. They hate it. Negative people are just straight up negative. Misery loves company. So my encouragement for all of you that are, trying to navigate this life and you're pushing through trials. Now, life comes with obstacles all in and of itself. It does not require an insane person to be in your vicinity, in your life, whether that's your friend, whether that's a spouse, a partner, an acquaintance. It does not require it, but it does encompass the things that in general happen in life that are obstacles, such as, having a bad day at work, or communication with an employer, getting a health scare, just navigating life in general. There's a lot of punches, and you got to learn how to hit back, and if you fall, you got to get back up. So now you have that, and then you throw in the mix the insane, right? The insane, this is where you have that saying that floats around: I don't got time for the drama, I don't got time for the nonsense, haters are gonna hate. If you firmly believe that, I encourage you have to firmly believe that. You have to walk in that. You have to cut the ties with those haters, those people that are putting obstacles in your path. And the best way to recognize that is to recognize that they're insane. They're insane. That's a whole new perspective. Again, the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result. So if they are extremely toxic, good morning.
Buongiorno.
Oh, I love this man. We're talking about toxic people. Yeah. This is amazing, man. You want to say hi? Hi. Oh, this is everybody. All the viewers. Hello.
Well,
This is
kindness and happiness is not worth anything unless you're sharing. If you keep it for yourself, it destructs. So give it to somebody today. Hell yeah!
I love you. I love you. Love this man's energy vibe. And I'm telling you, you put out that energy vibe in your tunnel vision about your vision. You are really true when you say, I don't give a fuck about haters. I don't give a fuck about what people say about me, what they think about me. Because at that point, when you can stand in that, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you stand for what's real and what's true. If there's any falsehood in you, if you really are doing the wrong things to people, you really are fudging things here and there, you're compromising, you're making slanderous accusations, you're harassing people, you're stalking people, you're backbiting, you're doing whatever it takes to just make yourself look and feel good because you feel like shit, like insane people aren't happy. But if you find that you're doing things that are not, in line with being aligned, being a positive force in your community, within your own family, within just encountering strangers, if you find that there are these defects going on, it does repel the proper energy away from you. It makes you a miserable person. So the insane people, if you have these type of individuals in your life, as you're pushing through boundaries, you're pushing through hardships. Now here it is, my story in a nutshell. I don't have time for drama. I don't have time for toxic people. At a point when I was dating, if you have those issues, you got those things that you haven't worked out, you just can't see the big picture, you're not striving for something, you are corrupt, you're doing the inappropriate things, I can't associate with you, right? So in my own life, my own story, I live this, I walk this out, I walk what I talk. I don't compromise. I don't give a fuck who doesn't like it, because I know at the end of the day, the people that don't like it are the insane, right? Because they repeat the same behavior hoping for a different result. So when you find yourself in a toxic relationship, and you find yourself with a partner who's continually cheating and lying, or a family member who's negative, and they put down your goals and the things that you want to move forward, understand that those things are not going to change. This goes beyond insecurity, lack of confidence. When they repeat this type of behavior and this negative pattern, that is, again, repetition, which is the definition of insanity, and what is, or exemplifies, insanity. And again, what is the definition of insanity? Repeating the same thing, actions, behaviors, over and over and over again, hoping for a different result. Get the hell away from those individuals. There is nothing you can say or do. You're dealing, good morning, you are dealing with insane people, okay? There's insane, and then there is sane. Definition, again, I got to put this in you, of insanity is repeating the same behavior, the actions over and over again, hoping for a different result. So the sane who recognize this, They don't give a fuck about the haters. They don't give a fuck about the stalkers, the slanderers. They are firm in what they say. They will take action, and that's the next step. You take action to remove the insane out of your life. They can't foster any healing, any growth. They're going to keep you in the same spot that they are in, and they also drag you down. If you don't have that perspective, you're going to clash with them. You're not going to get along. It's like oil and water. So it's forcing a square peg into a round hole. Don't do that. So part of where my strength comes from is knowing that and being aware of that. As you know, as a person who dated, you got drama, you got these issues, you're insane, you've got to go. You lie, you cheat, you know, you're going. I don't need that energy and that tripped up issues in my space, right? So I stand firm in that. So what I deal with as a result, and there's people that are in my network that deal with this too, and it's laughable, but at the same time, it's really sad. It's really sad. Some of these people are literally tripped in their mind. They're literally insane. Others, they are just so caught up and they have been accustomed to living this way year after year. And it's a conditioned, pattern and belief where they do need some reprogramming, and there's hope there. So you got that sect, but then there's the ones that are truly insane. Truly insane. They're tripped up, and it's like beyond medication, right? So what you have to do in order to remain strong throughout anything in life and through adversity is stand for what is the truth, stand for what is right, help those that need the help those. And that's another thing I want to mention. You don't help the insane. Don't help the insane, because that's a trap. Okay, they're always victims, they're always complaining, they always have bigger problems than everybody else. And if you actually took a Kodak moment with them and did a comparison to the things that they complain about and what other people are really going through, they're nothing but complainers and victims and poor me, like every single day. It's nobody understands me, blah 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 blah. But what the fuck are you doing about it, right? What solutions are you putting forth? The strong-minded, those that are sane, those that know what they want, they get hit hard. They get hit hard. But the difference in how you can weed them out is they don't complain. They don't say that they're victims. They stand firm. They stand firm. They'll vent. They'll express their frustration, but they fight like hell to find the solution. And they keep moving. They stay in motion. They keep digging. They'll research. They'll speak their truth until somebody hears them. And that's another strategy that the sane and the strong do. They look for those that they could build a driving force to come alongside them to help get their truth out, to help others to make change, right? So the whiners, the complainers, the insane, the forever victims never look for the solution. They're always focusing on the problem. So those are individuals that you do not have empathy and compassion for. They will drag you down. And why? This is their operation. This is how they operate. You will find yourself forever feeling sorry for them, forever in a crisis with them. And as you're trying to keep going forward and assisting, they are also the ones that are going to try to drag you down, because when you start helping the insane, they have no desire to change, because remember, right? They are not solution driven. They're problem driven, problem focused. Woe is me. Nobody understands. Everybody's out to get me. It's like paranoia. They're insane, right? So then they start becoming jealous of you. They start hating on you because you're not on that level. You're not on that vibe. They start resenting you, right? So get rid of the insane, right? So for my situation, I've gone through, as you all know, domestic violence. I don't got time for that. I find out that you're tripped, you got issues, you get one shot. After that, you're out the door. As I'm going through that, I'm suffering a miscarriage. In addition to suffering a miscarriage, while I spent 6 days in a hospital, admitted with my daughter, waiting to find out if she has cancer, which we knew. I knew in my heart because for 3 days she went 3 years she went misdiagnosed by doctors. I even had doctors yelling at me, and you all know who you are, right? I had doctors when I said I want additional scripts filled out because in our state, and I don't know if that's like this now, I think the insurance companies changed it. I requested referrals to specialists to get, my daughter looked into further. And I had one doctor look at me and basically say, in a nutshell, who are you? You're not a doctor. I don't feel that that's necessary. She has a virus. It's a cold. That's why she's got a lump the size of Nantucket sticking out of her neck, right? And all over her lymphatic system was going crazy. So I left that doctor's office because I knew at this point I'm dealing with the insane, right? So after I left, I rushed over to the ER and I told them, my daughter's very sick. I think something else is going on. Didn't even discuss with them the conversation I had with the insane prior, because that's just going to trip things up. And that's another thing you got to understand. Don't even discuss all the bullshit that the insane do, because they make no sense to start with. They have no objective to get to a solution. They just perpetuate and create the problems, right? So I got no time to focus on it. Tell the ER doctor my daughter's not doing well. I need blood work. I want to see what's going on in her blood work. She's coming up pre-anemic. She's coming up white blood count up off the radar. She's fighting something. Oh, it could be a cold. No, there's something else going on. 3 years we went through this, and I went through, without going into too much detail, because that's a story that's going to be shared later on. My daughter is going to start sharing her story. She's going to be going public with press about this because it's very deep. It's very intense. I actually spoke with a receptionist. I talk with a lot of people. I do some networking with people who are attorneys, things of that nature. And the reason why I mentioned that is I was talking to a woman who works for a law office, and as I shared my story with her, she got very humbled and very nervous and said, my daughter has been losing weight to the point that it's really scary and it's unhealthy. And after hearing what you have shared with me, I need to get her checked. And absolutely, I pretty much started to cry because there are a lot of people out there with lumps on their body and doctors telling them it's nothing to worry about. It's a cyst. It's, the result of a virus. Having worked in the healthcare field myself for over 20 years, absolutely your lymphatic system can go in disarray for many reasons, such as cold, virus, even head injuries. However, if you have masses and things on your body that are not going away over time, and sometimes there won't be other symptoms visible, such as weight loss, things of that nature, and they're not going away, and you just know something's not right, go get it looked at. Very serious stuff. So we did that year after year for 3 years, and we were still getting misdiagnoses across the board, all the way up to the oncologist misdiagnosing. So I went through some fucking hell, right? And my daughter as well. So I end up trusting somebody, get into a relationship. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how this works. End up trusting somebody. He's got a job within the state. You think somebody's on the up and up, and I get into a situation where we're living together, and then I'm dealing with, as we are at the threshold of now my daughter becoming extremely worse in her condition, coughing up blood at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm rushing her to the ER, and as I'm in the ER, he's in the bed laying up with other women. He's taking off laying up with other women, right? He's lying, he's cheating, coming back and acting as though I don't know what the hell's going on. And I come back from hospital trips with flowers on the table, right? I went through it. I didn't sit there and cry. I cried over the betrayal and all those things, don't get me wrong, but I didn't sit there and cling to that shit. I fought. I fought hard for myself, my daughter. I did not have that mindset that, oh my God, what am I going to do? I moved to a whole new county. Yeah, that was there. That fear was there. But again, you have to focus on the solution, not the problem. I knew that I had a huge problem on my hands dealing with this individual in the wake of my daughter's now confirmed cancer diagnosis, the betrayal of doctors, the lies that I had gone through, the back and forth, then getting her diagnosis, then a partner who was lying, cheating, and also abusive. And then on top of that, by the 5th day, while sitting admitted in the hospital with my daughter, then all of a sudden the miscarriage begins. Oh, yeah. Did I feel like I was at the end of my rope, right? Knowing that I have a road ahead of me, And then COVID struck, and then I got stuck with the abuser. Ho! So we're not going to get into that story right now, but I'm going to share that. There were days that I could barely get out of bed, but I got the fuck up. There was days that I was crying, and then I wiped those tears away, and I got the fuck up. I looked at the solutions and not the problems. So what I want to say to all of you, and I want to make mention is, you're not going to just have haters out there. The ones that are going to also hate you too are the ones that you cut the fuck off. Again, that's your friends, your family, that's your partners. They're going to be out there like all that bullshit. You got to stay focused. Stay focused on what you need to do. And one of the other components to this is having not only just a plan, but a vision. You have to have, and you have to find something. If you don't have it, find something that you want to do, something that you have always desired to do, but maybe you lost hope. You felt you couldn't do it. You didn't get enough support. You didn't get enough encouragement. You were in a very bad situation, such as dealing with insane people, right? And find that again. Tap into that again. Look and find out what it is that you're good at doing. And my number one thing where to start is, how can you serve somebody else? How can you be of service to someone else and turn that into an empire? Because the only way we get forward in this life is to be into service of one another. You can tell the people that are being in service to one another to be seen, to get pats on the back, and those that are in service to one another because it is who they are, it is what they desire, it is what makes them happy, because they turn that into an empire. That's where you have all your nonprofits and social service structures apart from government. That's where you have people that are taking the stage and they are sharing what needs to be shared. Your story, that's it. They make a life out of it. The blessings that come back from that, the fulfillment that comes from that is unmatched, because your mind is focused on that 24/7. 24/7. You are tunnel vision. You don't have time to be around the insane. You don't have time to operate like the insane. That's why they're miserable, because they are also selfish. They're selfish. They're every negative component that you can think of and personality trait, the insane have it. You don't need it. You don't need to be around it. You will piss off the insane and you will piss off haters because you do what they fail to do. I don't cheat. I don't lie. I am transparent, right? You can go and be in an abusive relationship and turn your story to help somebody else and say, you know what? I've been beaten. I've been broke down, but I'm not insane. I'm not insane because I'm not going to repeat the same thing hoping for a different result. I'm getting the fuck up out of there. I'm getting the fuck up out of there. I'm sane. So yeah, I've been beat down. I've been broken down, but I got my brains intact here. Where's the fucking solution? Come at it. Come on. I want it. I'm going after it, right? You go get it. You go and share your story, whether it's at a coffee table, whether it's just meeting somebody out in public. I've been there. I've seen girls running down the street, screaming at a guy, give me my phone. I'm all like, if I could have a siren, on my car, it's like, boop, boop. Put the siren on the top of the car, like, okay, Queen Patrol. I remember speeding up one day, pulled up alongside that girl, and I said, he's got your phone? What's going on? Right? He won't give me my phone. He's been living with me. I just caught him cheating. This girl, she didn't even have to say much. I felt that fucking pain. I knew. I knew what the story was, and you women out there already know too that have been through this. I looked at him. Said, you got her phone? You don't understand. She's crazy. Aha. Now I got the answer. Give her phone back. He gave her phone back. I hopped out of the car. It felt fucking amazing. It felt good. I just hugged this girl. Total stranger, didn't even know her, but knew what she was going through. Why? Because I was living with a psychopath, loser, insane abuser at the time. just before COVID really hit harder. And packed that girl up in my car because she walked. She didn't have a vehicle, and drove her to her place. And she had made a statement that day. She's like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm over it. She kicked his ass to the curb, threw him out, moved on with her life. Another one for the team. So if you're out there making moves, you're out there, right? So now you share your story instead of being problem minded, right? It's okay to feel broken. It's okay to feel beat down. It's not okay to stay there, right? It's not okay to stay there. So you make all those moves. Next thing you know, some female comes up. She's thanking you. Good morning, Ashley. She's thanking you, right? But now here come the insane. Here come the insane. They're either still stuck in that toxic relationship, or the person finally left them, or they left because they had no choice because their life was on the line and they're completely broken and miserable. Mostly this comes from people who are still stuck in the toxic relationship that repeatedly go back to their abuser, right? And this is sad and it happens, right? So then you got that sect of women that will come forward and then they're hating on you. Why? Because they failed to do the very thing that you did by being sane, by having self-love, self-respect to say enough. I'm not going back to that cheater. I'm not going back to that toxic relationship. They failed to do that. And they see you moving forward, getting healthy, getting healed, making an impact because you genuinely care about yourself first and you want to impart that to others. So they're sitting there probably like hair all a mess and all ragged, like, but meanwhile, their toxic partner that they went back to for the 1,000th time is sitting at the backdrop and they're not genuinely happy. So you're going to get those haters creeping up the insane, right? Definition of insanity, repeating the same thing, doing it over and over again, hoping for the same result, can encompass behavior as well as actions. So they're pissed off because you broke free. They did not have the strength or the ability to do so because they're problem-minded, problem-focused, not solution-focused. And the reason why I keep stressing this, and it's chilly out here because it's fall and I love it, so I'm putting my dang hoodie on because I got a huge breeze coming through. Woo, there's a chill. And the reason why they're not moving forward, and I got to stress this to you all, is you have to understand because they're toxic, they're insane, and I don't want anybody. That's a lesson that I have learned. Know who to give your time and energy, compassion, and kindness to. There is no give it to every single individual out there. I have learned from that mistake. I have learned that lesson, that there are just some people, because they're insane, they will just keep repeating the same cycles you need to stay away from, because helping them, feeling sorry for them, is going to drag you down. Okay, so that whole kindness to everyone and giving to everyone and you cannot feel sorry for everyone. That's the cold hard truth. You cannot feel sorry for everyone. And it's mostly the insane, the toxic, the haters, the slanderers, the gossipers, the liars, the cheaters that pride themselves in falsifying and being corrupt. And then really they are the sickness in our society. And so it is a good versus evil, sane versus insane, kindness versus hate, right? So these individuals, you have these type of people in your life and they just keep repeating that stuff. Stop feeling sorry for them, because that's the first step in being able to get to where you need to be and to grow in your strength and to maintain your focus. Get rid of them. They, first of all, don't even feel sorry for themselves. In fact, not in the way that's healthy. Not in the way that's healthy. Understand there's a difference between feeling sorry for yourself and loving yourself. They have an unhealthy mindset where they are perpetual victims. They always are feeling sorry for themselves, always living in that past, right? And it's always somebody else's fault without any truth in that, okay? And what they do is they mirror the individuals that actually do experience injustice, because injustice does happen. There are times it is another individual's fault. If it wasn't, we wouldn't have a court system. We wouldn't have a legal system. We wouldn't have police officers, right? But the toxic mirror. In fact, They don't necessarily mirror, because that would be the same as saying it's in truth. They mimic and they mock. They mostly mimic injustice, and yet they have no standing, no evidence, no truth in it if you dig deeper and you find, you look into these things. So don't feel sorry for them. They don't have, again, the difference between, there's feeling sorry, they don't feel sorry for themselves, they feel sorry for themselves, it's unhealthy. And then there's the self-love. The self-love says that this shit sucks. This isn't right. This needs to be addressed. This needs to change. Okay? And what's the mechanism behind that? What's the mechanism behind even thinking like that? Self-love. That's you loving yourself and having respect for yourself when you're like, no, this is not tolerable. This is not cool. Like, after you have your moment, depending on the severity of the situation, if it's bad, there's times like you're gonna break down and you're feeling that pain, but you get back up and you realize that you want this to stop, you want this to end, you will find a solution to make that happen. You are then operating in self-respect and self-love. So overall, I'm giving you a small little taste of what's to come. Because I said faith is another component to this. I said focus is another component to this. Being fierce and finishing strong. And I'm going to talk with you all in further detail, not now, because I usually do an hour video, but I'm going to be breaking this stuff down. So it's like you got faith, focus, fierce, and finish. And finish is crossing that finish line, finishing strong. I'm going to talk with you all, and I'm going to teach you how to navigate the system, if that's a necessary thing that's happening in your life, how to advocate for yourself, how to research things that are necessary for advocating for yourself, how to pull in a support system, right? So that's why I always request that everybody be transparent, because it's got to be, you got to have truth, faith, integrity, transparency, no lying, no cheating, no stealing, you got to be sane. I work with the same, right? So you have a passion, you have a goal, you have a drive, you know that you want best for your life. You're tired of hanging around the people that are smoking their pot, drinking their alcohol, getting high. They're just sitting there wasting away, and then a lot of those people, they're up on behind the computer screens. They're like, causing a bunch of drama. I love you all. God bless, no stress. Take the trash out of your life. It's trash removal time. And we have a goal. We have a lot of work to do to get the trash removed before 2021. I want that to be your goal out there. 2021 is around the corner. It's garbage day, right? Trash removal, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to work on. Faith, focus, fierce, and finishing strong, okay? And I'm going to share more in depth the techniques that I'm doing every morning, every night, every afternoon, what I do, what I tell myself, who I talk to. I don't take advice from everybody. I have a small small group of people that I take advice from. Very small, very small. And I would encourage, I'll put it right out there. Network, Fearless Motivation. They're on Facebook. Michael Lane, that's it. I've been watching that man. What he stands for, passion over profit, that's the damn truth. There's some of you out there, Tony Robbins, oh my God, he's just too much sunshine for me. Well, then that means there's too much darkness going on around you. Bring in that light, honey. Okay? Everybody has a different speaking style, a different thing that they have to teach, right? So what you do is you got to look and find who it is that you can listen to, and what you hear from them. People gravitate towards people for different reasons, how they speak, how they present. Find that person. Find that mentor, right? That you can glean some knowledge from, some support, some encouragement, and that is on the same page as you, that believes in kindness, serving one another, has a passion, has a vision, right? Is moving forward in life instead of sitting in their mother's basement getting high, drinking alcohol, going to clubs, partying, and thinking that they're building something one minute, and then they're back to the same repetitive drama the next minute, screwing multiple girls, lying, cheating, like There are two sides of life. There is the healthy way of life. There's the truth. There's the empowering one, the freedom. And I'm telling you, no matter how many hits you take, if you're on that side of life, you will keep getting back up fucking stronger. It's like when your feet hit the floor, your enemies are going to be like, oh, fuck, she's up. Okay? I'm telling you, you get to that point. It is not something that I learned overnight to do. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that later on. Okay? It took me literally, holy shit, over 20 years to get to this. So I'm giving you guys information, and I'm going to be sharing more in the coming days, information that took me 20 years to embrace and master myself on how to navigate through trials, how to stand in the face of adversity, how to armor up in the face of adversity when it's necessary. And you do need a support system. That's what I'm here for. And then there's also, like I said, I already gave some names earlier, just before, daily with, if you read the Bible, you got the Bible, whatever, you got that. You got no mentor though. They're all out there. I gave some names. Follow them, watch them. Daily feed your soul and spirit. That's part of armoring up. That is a training. That is a boot camp. Get rid of the stinking thinking, the negativity, that voice that says in the background after you're hearing this video and anything that I'm saying right now, yeah, but it's hard, and oh, well, it's easy for her. Honey, I'm going to talk to you about what I've walked through, but not in this video, okay? Yeah, it's fucking hard. Be the person that is solution-minded, not problem-minded, and in order to get to that point, and if you're going to begin this journey and this work, you know that it's going to be hard and it's not going to be easy. So in order to be successful at it, the first thing you want to do is remove the insane people out of your life. Oh, and once you do that, be ready, because they're not going to like that. They're going to be like stalking you, harassing you, and that's okay, because I've been there too. That's when you got to take action, and that's the next tier. Then it's legal. Then it's like, you know what? Criminal complaint, this, that, restraining order. Do what you got to do to remove the trash out of your life. That's our objective. We're going to go from glory to glory, remove the trash out of your life, right? Before 2021, because you're going to come into 2021 with a new mindset, new association. And yeah, I'm going to tell you, I walked this path alone. I don't have a ton of friends, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay. I have trusted friends. Very minuscule, not a huge, not even on a handful. Okay. So if you're a person that has walked this life alone, felt like they didn't have, you're actually fucking all ready for the battle. You're ready for this, and you're going to be successful at this because you know what it's like to do what you got to do. You don't need a boyfriend, a side chick, a girlfriend. You don't need any of those things. Okay. You're about moving forward. I get my fulfillment from the people that I meet daily, that are vibing on the same wavelength, the same positivity, the same healthy, perspectives. Like, my life is fulfilled through that and through serving other people. They're spreading the truth, right? So you're going to have company all the time if you really listen to what I'm saying and you put this into action. You're going to come into 2021 strong after, in these coming months, removing the trash and the toxic people out of your life. And once you've done so, and they want to infiltrate in some way or another, understand that they need to be taken out at that point. So then you're going to make moves to legally do what you got to do to take them out so that you can maintain your focus. It's about faith, believing in yourself, self-love, focus. Get rid of all the distractions. Get the insane people out of your life, the losers, the haters, the drama, people that are not living right, by the way, too. Do not root yourself or contract with people that think it's okay to party, get high, get drunk, and I do it once in a while. But I'm trying 10 years in the making, right? That's not your problem. Again, definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again, hoping for the same results, or different result rather. And you're going to be forever hearing these stories, and you're going to be ever like a soap opera. Same time next year, these people are going to be in the same place. Okay? You got to get away from that. Don't feel sorry for that, because it's so vital and it's so important to getting to that next level. And it's like a detox. You're going to start to find, like, you're going to be like, holy shit, a weight's been lifted off, right? So that's what's going to help you focus. And then being fierce. And being fierce is the whole advocating for yourself, building your support network, building a team. I'm going to talk all about that later on. And finishing. finishing motherfucking strong. Okay. God bless, no stress. I love you all. I'm freezing my ass off out here. I have work to do. I have writing to do. And you can message me anytime you want. Good morning, Ashley Lynn. Love you. Melissa DeMaro, Queen, Emma Queen, Ashley Queen. I love you all. God bless, no stress.